Wilson with GregAWilson.com. Follow me. Visit my new website, www.gregawilson.com. Be connected, as I often say, to people, resources, and information. And today, I happen to be sitting with Shania Bowie, the owner and operator of Blowing Hair Salon. Shania, how you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Doing great.
Yeah.
Walk me through the process of the desire that you had years ago, or how many months ago, to start a business. Talk to me a little bit about that.
Okay. Well, I've been had the desire to be an entrepreneur. Probably by the age of 25, I knew
Wow.
that I didn't enjoy working for anyone.
Right.
Back then, I didn't actually know what I wanted, but I had always done hair, like from the age of, from middle school, high school, I was already dibbling and dabbling
Right.
in hair, from braiding and things like that. And at the age of 25, I was like, you know what, I'm going to go to beauty school. So I enrolled in beauty school. Didn't still know where or what I was going to do. At that time, I just wanted to do hair.
Right.
So I did that. But during my journey as working in other salons and things like that, and dealing with other business owners and how they were running their business, I was like, no, there's got to be a better way.
Right.
And of course, I looked for those better ways, going to multiple salons. They call it salon hopping, which isn't a good thing to do, especially when you're starting off
Right.
in the beauty industry. And I just was like, this is not right. So one day I was just kind of pushed into opening up my own salon. Like I wasn't even financially ready to open up. It just was something in me that just was like, you gonna jump now or you not gonna jump at all.
Wow.
So I just went on and just jumped and just really just actually trusted God on my journey, and I'm still trusting Him because moments be challenging. It's very challenging. It's not something that's easy, and I know a lot of people think that it is, but
Right.
it's not.
Right.
It's a lot of things that people don't talk about, and I think people need to talk about it more. To kind of give people an understanding what to expect.
Exactly.
When it comes to being an entrepreneur.
Exactly.
So.
All right. So you basically have, in your opening statement, paved the way for our conversation today, because that's exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted to talk about what people don't see. People see the glitter, that people see the glam. They see that, hey, the lights are on and there's an open sign on the door, but they do not see, know, or even, I would even venture to say, understand what takes place behind the scenes. So before we jump into that, though, let's digress just for a moment.
Okay.
Let's go back. You said you were pushed. You said you were pushed to basically, hey, I'm going to do it today. I'm going to do it now. I'm not going to do it at all.
Okay.
What was that push?
Okay. Well, probably about 2015, I was offered to manage a salon, and majority of the salons that I worked, that people always wanted me to manage it, and I never understood that why they wanted me to manage. They
Right.
saw something in me apparently that I was a leader, and they wanted me to manage their salon. So I had the opportunity to run a salon, pay no booth rent. So that was like a win-win situation.
Right.
So it gave me a chance to build my clientele up for a year. But it didn't work out with me and that business owner. So I was kind of pushed into going my own way because we didn't see eye to eye. It was disrespect there. And when disrespect is in a relationship, I don't care what relationship it is,
Exactly.
you gotta make a move and be like, okay, I'm gonna put up with this or I'm gonna go
Right.
my way. So I decided to open up my own salon. Backtrack.
Okay.
Before I actually got the position to run the salon as a shop manager, I was also working at another company. But I knew then that I was only giving that company 6 months. When I got hired, I was like, okay, 6 months, that's it. 6 months came and they fired me. Because if they wouldn't have fired me, I would have kept going just for a little check or whatever. But I still had the opportunity to run a salon, but it was like part-time. So I was like, okay, when I got fired, I was like, I'm going all in, all or nothing.
Right.
If I don't take this opportunity that I have that's presented to me now, this not going to be presented to me, and that's important. You only get one opportunity. So if you don't take the opportunity to go, you might not ever get that opportunity again. So I just took the opportunity that was presented to me with me being a salon manager, working in salon, being able to do hair, not paying booth rent. And I just took it from there. And once the relationship kind of failed with me and the business owner, I went on and stepped out on faith and just was like, no money, nothing, buying a chair here, a dryer there, used stuff. And I just got a building. A guy was able to let me get the building and pretty much not have all the money, but some of the money just to get the keys. And he was like, hey, well, I'll give you 2 months for free for you to, start up. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I just took that opportunity, and I didn't know I was going to make it this far, but I just took the opportunities that were presented to me, and I just never stopped. In April, it'll be 3 years.
3 years. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And if you look at the actual statistics, statistics show that the majority of small business fail within the first 2 years. So congratulations.
Thank you.
For getting past that hurdle. But what you mentioned earlier about the opportunities that come our way. I truly believe that we only get so many opportunities, and if we fail to execute, if we fail to jump out and take those opportunities, we'll find ourselves, regretting, thinking, I should have, could have, would have, and we never want to be in that vein. So let's get back on track a little bit.
Okay.
All right. So going forward, your advice to small business owners, or your advice to people who desire to even start a business, what advice would you give them? If they were paying attention, you've already given some advice.
Right. I would definitely say, and this is my personal experiences, you're really going to have to trust God in your process, especially if you're someone who don't have no money. If you're someone who parents or a family member never opened a business and this is your first time, definitely do your research. YouTube is out there. All the information is out there. Google anything. Whatever comes to your mind about anything that you want to do, research it. Right. Google it. That's what I did. I spent a lot of time, and I still do spend a lot of time researching things and learning things, and you're learning every day.
Right.
So definitely trust God. Definitely do your research. Definitely pray about it, and just go for it. Like, don't second guess what you feel deep inside. Like, you don't want to second guess that. And a lot of times we do. We second guess that, and we won't take it because of things that's happening, whether it be bills, whether it be relationships. It's just, those things is just distractions. But if you continue to keep your eye focused on what it is that you're trying to do, it'll happen.
Right. So at this time, what we're going to do, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with, can I call you Bella the Beauty?
Yes.
Bella the Beauty. We're going to talk about how even that name came out of this. Right back with more Greg Wilson, Bella the Beauty, here on the Ignite You podcast. Welcome back to the Ignite You podcast. I am Greg Wilson, sitting here with Shania Bowie, the owner of Blown Hair Salon right here in Columbus, Georgia. And prior to us going on commercial break, I called you Bella the Beauty, and that is your handle on Instagram.
Yeah.
Explain to me how, your name being Shania and Bella, how does that?
Okay.
Explain to me the correlation there.
When I first started my business, it was Natural Bella International Hair. And it was too long of a name for a business, and then in the direction that I want to go. Most businesses that you see, Cuts by Us, and it's simple. Names that people could remember. So one day, Facebook told me I had to change my name. It was natural. I was Shania Natural Bella Stylist Bowie, and it was like, we don't do this no more. The whole Facebook change thing, they policy and stuff. So I was like, okay, no problem. I'm just gonna go with Bella. Bella Bowie. So I went with Bella, not even really thinking that people was gonna just start calling me that, because at first I was just Nia. He was like, go to Nia.
Right,
A lot of my clients, they still call me Nia. That's been with me for a long time. But the more, recent ones, since I've changed my name, which has been about 3 years ago, to Bella, it's just something that people gravitated to. And I just stuck with that name myself. So it became like an artist name. You know how like P. Diddy changes his name? Why couldn't I change mine? So that's how I felt. Like Puff Daddy changed his name all the time.
Okay.
Matter of fact, Sean Puffy Combs, ain't that his name?
That's right.
He P. Diddy, now he
P.
Love,
Diddy.
he all types of stuff.
Right.
So I felt like I could do the same thing. So
Right.
that's what I did.
Okay.
So, so that's how Bella the Beauty came about. I also wanted to change the name from Natural Bella. Because it was a lot of Bella this, Bella that in the beauty industry. So I stuck with the name I Am Bella the Beauty, because of course, Bella, that's what it means, beautiful beauty, whatever you want, however way you want to look at it, but that's what Bella means and stand for. So that's pretty much the name that I came up with and I stuck with. That's my stylist name, that's my artist name.
Right. And I would say, I'll help you out a little bit. Doing hair is an art,
yes,
right?
It is an art.
Getting my haircut, he has to have some artistic qualities.
Right, and then if you look in the
not to mess
industry,
up my head.
even like on Instagram,
Right.
their names aren't their names. Like what, the Razor Chick of Atlanta, her name, that's not her name.
Exactly.
But that's what people know her by.
Right. Right.
So it was just me just creating a lane for people to, oh, that's Bella the Beauty.
Okay.
Instagram, y'all know.
Right. So earlier, we also talked about, briefly, we hinted on like the challenges that people face when starting a business. I've experienced them, others have experienced them, you are experiencing them. So in spite of the challenges, let's talk about those just for a moment.
Okay.
Because yes, as we mentioned earlier, people see the glamour, people see your shop, and you have a beautiful shop. People see that, but they don't necessarily see the challenges and the obstacles that every single day you as a small business owner go through. Let's talk about those.
Ooh, there's a lot of challenges.
Pick and choose which ones you want to discuss.
Okay, I'll discuss maybe three.
Okay.
One is when you're trying to build a team, and I'm just learning this literally. At first, I was hiring any and everything, everybody. I really didn't have a clear focus on what type of team I wanted.
Right.
So I had to, of course, get coaches, invest in coaches and mentors to help me get a clear understanding of, what I wanted. But building a team, it's not going to happen overnight. You definitely have to be strategic with that, with building a team and knowing what you want from people or whatever. If you don't know that, then you're going to be hiring anybody and they walk away. You know what I'm saying? So definitely get used to people walking away. That's challenging too, because you lose, especially as a business owner, you lose when people walk away or whatever, because that's clients that's walking out the door with them, money that's walking out the door. Another thing is that's challenging is finances. That's challenging.
Right.
So even getting help with that mentorship, I hear a lot of people say, oh, it take money. And what I've learned, I wish I would have known what I learned today, because I put more money in versus now where I'm at today. I've learned that it's okay to get credit to help your business go to another direction, because you actually get more. You're actually able to get more, what they call it, capital or whatever, financial capital. Am I saying the right thing? Okay. So that has helped me a lot or whatever. But in the beginning, it was a totally different. Like, don't be afraid. Just get the knowledge of like, I have friends that tell me, Nia, you can do this, you can do that. Like, close friends that's in the financial industry, and I pull on them. So that's important. Like, your circle, your team may not be in your salon. Your team may be outside. Right. So that's important. Having a team outside of the salon is very important. What's another one? And time. That's very challenging. I have a booking system, and I have a booking system in place because there's things that I realize, even running a business and things like that, it's okay to take off. It's okay to take a break. If you don't, you're going to overwhelm yourself. It's okay to have fun. It's okay to say, nobody on the book today, I'm taking off, and get you some me time, or you time, whatever you want to call it. And spending time with family, like, to me now, where I'm at, like, at first I used to work. That's not important to me no more. Spending time with my loved ones, that's more important to me than anything.
Right.
Like, they say we doing this, okay, tell me now, because I can block that out, so, yeah.
Okay. So, you mentioned 3 things, and I wrote those 3
Okay.
things down just so I didn't lose track of them. And I'm sure there are more. Anything you want to add to that, or you want to stick with the 3?
Is there more? What's challenging? Relationships. If you have a spouse, that's challenging.
Okay.
Especially if you're not getting the support from them that you need.
Wow. Right.
That can be challenging. Whether it be business or whether it be in the personal, y'all personal space, or what you need or whatever. So, if you're dating someone, they need to not only just support you personally, but also in your business as well.
Right. That's powerful. All right, so 4 things again, how you have operated in spite of these challenges: team, finances, time, and even relationships. As you talk about team, I think it's very important for your team to have the same, or buy in. They need to buy into your own vision, the vision that you have of your business today. That team that you surround yourself with, or that team that you bring on board, they must, in my mind, be invested in some shape, form, or fashion to you, your desires, your dream, and your vision for your business. Finances, I've heard a lot of people talk about, some say cash only, some say cash and credit, some just live off of credit. Out of those 3, what do you think is the best? What have you found to be the best thing that works for you and your business?
To be honest, both work.
Both work.
However, being able to get my credit established and work on those things has got me the things.
And by credit, you're meaning specifically your business credit.
Yes, both.
Credit. Okay.
Personal and business. Has been able to. It's like a launching pad. It got me further than when I just had a job and I was working.
Right.
And just was getting cash and was barely making it. Versus now I have both, so I'm able to. It's like it's a balance. So you need both. I wouldn't just say, just credit, just cash. Some things I do just pay cash for, but some things I do need to use my credit, and then it make it money back itself, and do what I need to do. But you need both.
Okay.
I would say you need both.
And in terms of time, you have a booking system in place, for you and your business. What other challenges come with managing time? We have 24 hours in a day, right?
I'm a big procrastinator. I can honestly say that. I know that's something I'm working on.
Okay.
You know how they say write it down? For some reason, I can write it down. I can write the vision down, write everything down. Make it plain. And it do be plain, but for some reason, that don't work for me. Like, I'm still trying to figure it out, like how write the vision down, make it plain and stuff. Do all this stuff, and I'm like, okay, I'm doing all of that, but I'm still struggling. So I'm trying to work on find ways that would help me, because everything that works for other people may not work for you.
True.
So that is something that I have learned. It's okay to take advice, but you know yourself. So.
Okay.
I think if I plan ahead, when I notice when I plan things ahead, I get better. Okay. So.
Good deal. And so finally, the 4th thing, or the 4th challenge, if you will, you talked briefly about relationships and how, and I'm with you there, that that's part of your team, believe it or not.
It is.
That's part of the team, having that support.
Yeah.
There. Have you found it challenging that have you found it challenging to keep going in spite of relationship?
Like going in my business.
Yeah.
When I was in a relationship and dealing with the relationship and the things that came with it and the stuff we had going on, it was challenging to focus on my business. I believe today, even if I wasn't in that relationship, that I would be further on in my journey as a business owner, because I wasn't fully focused. My focus wasn't fully here. It was focused on the relationship. Because I wanted it. I wanted it so bad. So now my focus is different. I want this better. Now I want this more now than the relationship. I understand that that's one of those things that's gonna come. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna come with when that person come or whatever. It'll flow. It's gonna flow with what I have going on now.
Right.
It's not gonna be a struggle.
Right. It's not gonna be contentious.
No.
Yeah. Right.
Or a headache. Or have you go like that, looking at them like, are you for me or you against me?
Right.
So,
Right.
yeah.
All right. Well, I want to again congratulate you on 3 years in running in business.
April 2019.
April 2019 will be how many years?
3.
3 years.
3 years.
Well, that's literally like right down the street, right around the corner.
Literally.
All right. So you gave some advice earlier
Mm-hmm.
as we prepare to close, and we're gonna get all your contact information because I want everyone out here that watches this YouTube video, that listens to this particular podcast on Ignite You podcast. I want them to be able to connect with you.
Okay.
Because I believe that there's more. We're gonna say the other that we
Yeah.
talked about off camera for another podcast. But there's definitely more to you
Yes.
than just what meets the eye, what people see. But I want people to be able to stay in contact with you. But prior to us doing that, any parting words, any words of advice to someone? Let's say someone's watching this video, you know, and they have that desire that you had at the age of 25. They want to start their business. They want to. They have a dream. They have a plan or something that they would like to do. What advice would you give them?
The advice I would give is, especially like for those who are like still working, or even you're going to school, and you want to eventually open up your business. I wish that someone told me, the 25-year-old young woman, to do my research. Because even then, that's still part of your business. That's something you're going to be doing anyway. To do more research. Like, whatever area that whatever business, whatever area that you want to master or take classes, you can do that stuff now. Whatever even if you are in school for going to cosmetology school, you can take classes, go to those hair shows, go now. Even if you're not and you desire to do it, go now.
Wow.
Don't wait until you actually in it. You don't have to wait until you actually are doing it to do it. If you desire to do it you can. If you can pay for you to go to a hair show, go to a hair show. If you can pay for you to go to a real estate class, go to the real estate class. You may not necessarily be where you want, but you're making each step matters. Each step matters. It's gonna get you. And take your time. You don't have to rush into it. I could say sometimes in the beginning I did rush a little bit, but I slowed down. I have slowed down. I had to slow down because I was like, okay, something's going wrong. I gotta fix this because I want to be successful. I don't want to be that business owner who failed in 2 years. I'm embarking on 3 years, and I can actually say this has been my hardest year. Like the first year, you be up, like you be excited. The second year coming, you still got the excitement. But the third year was like, I've been really alone in my business a lot this third year.
Wow.
So.
Why is that? I was trying to close, but why is that? Why do you feel
I've changed the direction of
Okay.
my salon of where I wanted to go.
So you've done a pivot.
Yes, I did do a pivot and changing prices and everything because I know what type of clients, I know my ideal clients now. I didn't know all of this stuff in the beginning. I just was like, I'm gonna open up a salon. You know, I was the glitz, the glam. That's what I was all in it for. But then after about a year and a half, I realized like something ain't right. It's not right. So I started investing and invest. You can invest in a coach or mentor now. You don't have to wait to to be doing it, to start investing in yourself and start going to those classes and stuff. So.
All right, good deal, good deal. All right, so I'm still gonna try to close with
Okay.
this, though, but again, I mean, I just think it's, for me, just to hear that, it's powerful, you know, because a lot of us, we can make the fatal mistake of being hard-headed. Your business, if you listen to your business is telling you some things. Your business tells you, your customers tell you, your social media reach, the responses on social, all these things are teaching or could potentially teach us. But a lot of us, sometimes we get to a place where we are actually hard-headed and we don't necessarily want to listen to our business. And I mentioned the word pivot, you actually experienced a pivot because you listen to your business.
Yeah.
You know, how we start does not necessarily mean that we have to stay that way.
That's right.
You know, so your business plan can very well change. You may have a business plan today,
Yeah.
you know, all written down, nice and neat.
Yeah.
1 year later, that same business plan could look completely different.
Yeah.
And so yes, so I just wanted to pull that out
Yeah.
of what you stated, to listen to your business as you go through this process. So again, how do people get in contact with you?
You can get in contact with me on Instagram at I am Bella the Beauty with an I. That's IamBellaTheBeauTi. You can also reach me on Facebook at Bella Bella Buie, which is my last name, Buie. So.
And where's your salon? I mean, we're sitting in.
Oh, yes, and we're actually sitting in
We're
my
sitting in your
salon,
salon right
right
now.
here in beautiful Columbus, Georgia,
Yes.
at 3473 North Lumpkin Road, Suite J, on the south side of Columbus. Yeah.
South side of Columbus. And she said, yeah. All right.
Don't sleep on the south side, okay?
All right. All right, so folks, again, it's been an absolute pleasure for me to sit down. Sniff. It's been
Yes, most
absolute
definitely.
pleasure to sit down with you today.
I'm happy. I'm happy that I was able to do this.
All right.
I am.
I am as well. So again, folks, connect with me, Greg Wilson, gregatwilson.com. Connect with Bella, the beauty.
Yes.
Yes, the whole hand thing there. Connect with her, again, on the south side of Columbus, Georgia. Come by and see her. Check out her salon. What?
Yes, because you said on the south side of Columbus, Georgia. Yes.
Yeah, on the south side of Columbus. You know, she even said, don't sleep on the south side.
Don't sleep on the
All right.
south side.
And I'm even just in this strip, I see several businesses that were not here a few months ago. So yes, things are happening on the south side of Columbus. Small business.
Yes.
It is big business.
It is.
Regardless of the territory, regardless of the city, the town, I believe and support that small business is big business. So until next time, it's Greg Wilson with Shania, Bella the Beauty, Blown Hair Salon.